Hello. Hey.
Hey,
Oh, there you go. We've been having some technical difficulties. It's storming here. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm so super excited to have you. You know what? I knew that you were gonna come with the energy, and you did. You have a great smile. Your energy is ready. Sheesh.
Thank you so much. You beautiful as well.
Oh, listen now. I know we're gonna talk about your song "No Makeup," but I'm gonna tell you right now that ain't the case for me today. Cause I got it. I'm wearing it today.
It's okay. We all need it
That's
sometimes.
That's what's happening. Thank you again so much for joining me on In My City. I wanted to sit down and talk with you. You're doing some extraordinary things and making some moves out here, and I wanted to get on in the grind before you get famous and things.
Yes, definitely.
So take me back to, first of all, where you from?
I'm from Chicago, born and raised here.
Yeah, you live. You're in Chicago right now.
Yes,
Oh, that means you could teach me how to step then. Yeah.
that's my mama.
You like that? Now you done show. I done showed my age. Apparently, I'm sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Boop.
Yeah, every time we go out somewhere, she always try to make these steps. I just feel like, this isn't my style.
That's all right. That's all right. It comes with age. That's all right.
Right.
Born and raised in Chicago. Music. Tell me how you got started, and tell me how you knew that music was the thing for you.
Well, I've been doing actually the past 10, 11 years. I actually was a dancing choreographer. So I've been working in the entertainment industry behind the scenes, working with dance or different musical artists, doing choreographing for their dances, working with dance teams, drag queens, choreographing fashion shows, movies, commercials, different things. So it wasn't actually until last year when COVID came about that I just wanted to completely switch and just find something new. And I totally fell in love with it. I've been doing it. I didn't officially make an announcement until like December last year just to try to get all my things together. And I officially dropped my first single on January 1st of this year.
That is amazing. So, choreography. How did you get started with that?
It started when I was in grammar school. I was in like seventh grade. My sister was on dance teams herself, and like the schools had different programs. It was an after school dance team, and me, her big brother, had to wait after school for it. So one day
Yeah.
the teacher was like, "Oh, why you don't just dance?" And I'm like, I don't really dance." So I gave it a try, and ever since then, I just been elevating, finding new ways to just let everybody see what I can do.
I know that's right. And it turned into something amazing. So you never thought to continue to, are you continuing to pursue the choreography?
Not as much. Of course, I'm a musical artist, so I have to use choreography in some of my songs, so I do that. But I haven't really been approached or anything for anybody else. So if it does come about, I wouldn't be opposed to doing it if it's not interfering with my music schedule. But this is definitely what I want to take, as full time. I still want to be a business owner, entrepreneur, and just have my dance company and just
Mm-hmm.
be like a director over and just hire other people who, from the hood coming up want to do it, don't have a platform
Yeah.
or avenues to utilize to do it. I can point them in the right direction, give them some of the opportunities that people ask me, be like, hey, give this a person a chance, like you trying to give me a chance.
I know that's right. So with your video, I know you said with the choreography, if you got the opportunity. So listen, if you need somebody to dance, now I know I might be a little older, but it still works. It still drops down. It still moves to the side, and it still twerks just fine. Just so you know.
Okay. Yes, I used to do twerk classes too. I got to send you my video I did 2 years for my birthday. We was twerking it up. You would
Don't
have
you have
loved it.
don't you have me in here tearing nothing up in here trying to follow your video?
Oh, you gonna
Oh,
be crawling on the floor, kicking everywhere. The whole
hey,
studio gonna end up
you
in shambles.
I done tore up everything. How the hell the ceiling fan get down? Oh
Okay.
well. So
I tried to
music.
do this move.
I tried to do a little something. Don't worry about it. Just call a repair man. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
So this music thing, this is what you love. This is where your heart is, yeah.
Yes.
So this is the first time you've put out a single.
Technically, yes. First, I released like a cover, so I couldn't really drop it everywhere. But Makeup is my first official single on all platforms.
Why did it take you so long?
Just because listening to people and their negative comments and things when you try to do something, it's always different things to stop you and to sabotage. So I tried to, when I decided I want to do it, I just buckled down and kept it to myself just to get all my ducks in a row, just so I don't become disappointed. Because in my dance career, I've seen artists work so hard and get things together, and then it just all falls and fails. So I think that it wasn't a bad thing for me to wait so long to start it because, like I said, I've been in the industry for 10, 11 years behind the scenes. So I really know what they have to get into, and I didn't really know like I know now, but I knew of what they, had to get to and how much it took to put into it. So it was pretty much just grooming me and growing me into now, because I feel like if I would have been doing this stuff when I started dancing, I wouldn't have been as strong or been able to take it and, deal with it and just keep pushing forward. I would have been like, oh, let me stop.
So I'm gonna get a little personal without too personal, and if it's uncomfortable for you, definitely let me know. But we said we're gonna talk about some tea here, and I intend to serve it hot because I think you brought some, and I need it.
Yes, definitely. Everybody
So
that know me know I always spill the tea, so
listen, don't you tell nobody business on here and get me shut down. Lord have mercy. I don't. I'm gonna cut the
I
whole
won't say
interview
no
off.
names.
Don't you say no name. So listen, in the industry, we're going to talk about how much the industry has changed and how accepting um, people are as a whole towards different genres of music, with whatever your sexuality may be. If I'm saying that right, I'm trying to be so correct because I definitely don't want to offend anyone. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, charge it to my heart, and definitely I'm not whatever you call it. But y'all got a lot of terminologies. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's a lot to
Yeah.
be said. Y'all got a lot of different words. I don't know what to say, so I'm gonna try to do this the professional way. But being in the industry now for you with the music, how do you think this would have affected you if you had tried to come out, let's say 10 years ago, with this type of music? Or would you have even thought about coming out with this type of music?
That's a good question. So, formally to say, I'm a part of the LGBTQ plus community. So, I feel like back then, I probably would have just still been scared, like I said, not scared, but worried about other people's comments because, oh, it's too taboo. No one's gonna accept you. Oh, you're not gonna make it in those things. And just because of how things were back then, I mean, because everything that I'm talking about now is pretty much what I've been through over the last 10, 11 years. It was going on then, it's going on now. It's going on in the 90s, it was going on in the 80s. It's just people have more access to information and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if I would have been as strong as I was now back then I probably would have definitely been, ready to do it. But and definitely if I would have been that strong, I feel like I would have been one of the pioneers doing it because I would have started because back then that's when it first started out. They had the Freaky Boys, Kid Ken, Blaming on K Way. It was somebody else that was doing the wigs before Blaming on K Way. That's when all that stuff kind of was starting to coming out. So they was breaking their way into it. So I would have probably been one of the people who would have pushed if I was how I am now, I would have pushed my way into that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just with the times. I think everything comes at the right timing because if I would have tried then, I definitely would not have gotten as much success as quick as I did now.
Yeah. So, with the backing of the LGBTQ plus community, was that the necessary push that you needed, having this foundation of a support system to be able to say, you know what, I got the whole community behind me. You know what, I can't fail. I can do this. Was that a factor in pushing you out there to say, you know what, I got this?
Yes and no, because as equally as the community can be supportive, they can also be shady and negative. So it was definitely a push for me to break out and do what was best, what I thought was best for me, and what I felt was right for me to do at the time. So, like I said, yes and no. I definitely want to represent them and speak for the things that we go through as well because it's going on and people need to know. But at the same time, it was some of them as well that were saying, "Oh no, don't push us out there like that. You're gonna get this. You're gonna do that." So it's kind of double-ended.
So I'm going to talk about the last statement that you just made. So there are people in within that community that feel like, are you doing too much, or are you out there too much?
Yeah, some queens, we call them queens. They feel like you're overdoing your part, over your boundaries, and I feel that in a way to a certain extent because the way that it comes across to me is myself. I don't need to wear makeup. That's why I'm gonna have to mention this real quick, but that's why I came with something. I don't need to wear makeup. I don't have to wear dresses, heels. I might get my nails done every now and then, but I don't need to do certain things to represent who I am as a gay black man. Some people they may feel they need to transition, they need to wear wigs, they may need to wear makeup, they different things. Everyone is their own person, but me personally, it just doesn't work for me to that full extent. So it
I
just
would
depends
have
on how you look.
I would have thought it was the opposite. I don't understand how you can be doing too much if you're not wearing all the makeup, the wigs, and the dresses. I would have felt that it was the actuality the opposite.
Well, I feel like certain things call, like I said, certain times call for certain things. So if the event or the proper time calls for it, then I'll step those. Like if I was going to a ball in our community, we call it a ball. So if I was going to a
Hmm.
ball, I wouldn't just wear regular pants and a shirt. I'll wear probably a long shirt that kind of like a dress, wear some tight pants, some boots, have my nails rainbow, wear a cute hat, But if I'm
Yeah.
going like to the mall or something, I'll be more reserved because not just because I want to hide myself, but because some people have negative comments and things like that. But I mean, I just never been me personally. I just never been that out there as a person because, like I
Hmm.
said, if you knew me like personally, everybody, cause like everybody that see me doing music now, they're like, "Where this person come from? You always come alive when it's time to step up and be on the stage and be a star. But when we sitting up chilling, you always quiet." And I don't know. It's just like I feel like the term alter egos really resonate with me when it comes to that. Because when it's time to be Man Williams, is that's when I'm that live turned up person. But if we just at home chilling, I'm chilling, I'm relaxing. This is my chance to calm down.
Yeah. So then, is it are you ready for the industry? Are you ready to break through in the industry as this alter ego, being that it's clearly two separate sides to you? You can tone it up or you can tone it down. It's clear. So are you ready? Do you feel like you're absolutely ready to take on, because it's still some stigma that's attached to a lot of the music and the entertainment industry as well. So do you feel like you're truly ready?
Yes, definitely. Because with my music, not just bragging or boasting, I feel like I'm bringing a different flavor. Because, like I said, I'm not out there putting exactly what I'm saying out there. I'm giving you metaphors and bars to kind of let you understand and give you more of a reference to where I'm coming from with it, so that it's not situations where someone walking on a radio station and they are actually a trans woman and they're being misidentified. So just to help bring awareness, because like I said, if you're too out there just throwing it out there in someone's face, they're not gonna take it. But if you ease them in there, then it might help them understand. You giving them details, you giving them, different options and opinions and examples and things like that. So I think, like I said, just different people do different things, and I'm just bringing you a different approach. And I feel like yes, I'm ready. If I'm not ready, I'm every day researching, working, getting myself ready to that day when I get that phone call.
Hey, you better know it. So how has the support been for you thus far as coming up with song makeup? How has your support been from family, friends, fans, and so forth?
I feel like the response I got, I kind of expected it, but it's different when it actually hits you because the people that it's coming from, you never would expect it. Like, I fell out with a few friends, of course. Some family, now they want to call me and message me every day. People I, excuse me, people I haven't heard of in years calling me, oh, where you been? I miss you, friend, and all that stuff. It was what's to be expected, but as far as what I produced when it comes to success with it, that wasn't expected for me. So I think that's kind of what's driving all the attention. But I mean, this is what I asked for. So, like I
Yeah.
said, I'm ready.
So this platform that I'm imagining that you are going to continue to grow, are you planning on using that platform to bring about awareness to the LGBTQ plus community, or just awareness to just music in general, and breaking through the industry?
I think a little bit of both because the LGBT community has been such a major influence in my life and has so much that is because of not I'm not gonna say because of it, but because I'm a part of the community. that is where I draw a lot of inspiration towards my music. So that's definitely, the main forefront. But I definitely want to, break records, come up with new things for people to
Yeah.
try to do, and just different tactics and things. I want to do it all. So whatever I can do in this lifetime, I'm ready to put in the work to get it done.
Now, I listened to the song "No Makeup," and I'm gonna tell you, I didn't listen to the clean version, and I'm gonna
Yeah, the clean
listen.
version is interesting.
In this filthy version, it says you quoted and don't quote me because I might get it wrong. It's something to do with "Ask Your Baby Daddy," and I'm sure you know the rest because that's your song.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
like That's the. I think that's my signature line.
is there truth? Is there truth? You don't have to say no names. You don't got to talk about no specific situation. Is there truth to what you're saying in this music?
Yes, it's all 100% true. It's actually 1,000% true, but it's only on the 100% scale. So it's 1,000% if I tell you the names and show you the evidence, because I got
Woo!
it.
Listen, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I got a best friend, Kamora Williams. Uh, uh, I know y'all don't throw away nothing. You hear me?
Mm-mm.
Y'all don't throw away nothing. I learned that. I used to do his hair a long time ago, and I learned y'all keep everything. And I said, well, why you got phones after phone after phone with all kinds of stuff, all kinds of stuff? He said, because if anybody ever try to, try to get smart or try to get cute and say, oh, no, I wasn't, I got the evidence to say, oh, yes, you did.
Yes, because people love to say they never did something. Oh, that wasn't me. Where's your proof? Then if you sit there without the proof, you just
You,
gotta be quiet. But if you got it, you gotta always be on ready.
listen, no makeup. Tell me how'd you come up with the inspiration behind that?
Basically, that
Don't
line
shoot.
basically drove it out of me because someone, someone's baby daddy, well, someone whose baby daddy likes doing that activity, kind of pulled it out of me a little bit. And like I said, it just was a way of me just to establish myself as a rapper and a musical artist. So I came up with the simplest way just for me to get my point across, and it was what one thing that I don't have to do that others have to do, and it's I don't have to wear no makeup. So once I came up with that line, everything else just pretty much flowed right into place. And that was also the first song I wrote. So it was the first song I wrote, first song I recorded. So I decided to let that be the first song I actually dropped.
Now, behind the scenes, you expressed to me with the photos, it took you a good little while to get the perfect photos. Yeah, so you're a perfectionist, it's safe
Oh
to
my
say.
God. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Just because I work behind the scenes so much and I've seen so many people come and have a good idea, but they don't have it planned out. And just because you have a good idea, you have to find ways to explain it to others so that they're able to translate it and put it to, how you
yeah.
want it to be. So sometimes some people need a little more explaining than others, and
Yeah.
you just have to learn to get that patience, which I'm trying to relearn it working with kids. I kind of lost the patience, so trying to relearn and regain to just calm down sometimes and just explain it a little more in detail.
You work with children, what do you do?
Well, before the pandemic, I was working for the Joffrey Ballet as a teaching artist here in Chicago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's what's up. You miss it?
Yes and no. Only because I'm just really over the whole teaching dance thing. I'm ready to. I wasn't able to get to be a backup dancer on a tour or something like that quick enough. So this is another reason why I wanted to also push to do music, because those ideas and things I have for tours and stuff that I wasn't able to execute for someone else, I can definitely execute it for myself. So I
Absolutely.
can't let no good ideas go to waste.
I know that's right. So, during the pandemic, was this your time to? I know I interview a lot of celebrities, and they tell me the pandemic was a great is was a great thing for them because it allowed them the time and the opportunity to kind of take a chill pill and sit back and revamp music or revamp their acting skills and come out the door so that by the time the world opens back up fully, they've got new material, they're revamped, they're fresh. Was that the case for you as far as taking a seat and realizing, hey, I've been teaching and doing things for others for so long that now I need to focus on what I need to do.
Yes, definitely. The next single I'm dropping is really gonna explain that more in depth
Okay.
because I'm just it. It was many situations where I would work on things for people and they just don't put in the effort that I wanted them to put in, and then we
Mm-hmm.
would get into competitions. Oh, we was cheated. That judge cheated. No, like these were the things that I was saying on the judges sheets, and I've judged plenty of competitions before, so I know what's to be looked for and what's to be expected. So for people to not hear or want to take my advice, that's fine. But you're asking me to keep coming and keep doing something, and I'm not. My thing is, if I'm doing something continuously, I at least after a month, I want to see growth. I don't want to still be here flatlining. I want to elevate and go up. So I felt like with the people that I was working with and connecting with in dance, I was just doing the same old thing over and over. Same competition. Oh, we going here. They just gonna not dance for luck. They not gonna clean up. Oh, we not gonna win. Da, 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 da. Why don't I just put all that energy and effort into Man Williams, the artist, and then bada boom.
I
It'll
know
just
that's right.
eventually come up, and if I keep working at it, I'll be where I want to be.
And you're absolutely right. This is only a stepping stone for you. Your music is. I'm going to tell you. I had my 2-year-old niece with me, and she is such a diva. So while I was going through the video, I kept looking through it because I had to correct some things as we talked about. And
Hmm.
the more I kept playing it, she kept sitting on the couch like, sheesh, I like this. Play that again. I was like, no, no, because what I was listening to, it
The
wasn't a clean version.
explicit
She didn't hear.
version.
Yeah, she didn't.
Yeah.
My mama gonna kill me. Lord have mercy. But she was vibing with it. She's 2, and if a 2-year old can move to it, you know what I'm saying? You got something because now we're in a day and age where how do you feel? I'm gonna ask you that question now. Having your music put out in the industry is a little different than the footwork that most celebrities and most musicians and most artists had to do. Do you feel like you guys had now the way you're putting out music and the way most people are getting recognized via TikTok, via Facebook, and becoming viral based off of music, is you guys have the upper hand versus how they had it back in the day?
Yes, definitely. But then again, no, because now it's so many people, so it's less chances for you to get picked those ways. And it's so many people just repeating the same things over and over and over. Like it's 30 million Whitney Houston covers, 40 million Beyonce covers, but I don't see that many Jasmine Sullivan, that many Amy Winehouse. So people just have to figure out ways to make themselves stand out. And that's what I think is the big thing that is going to help this generation of people who might be watching, who is out there that want to come up and be a celebrity or a star or social media famous.
That's what's up. Musical influences. Who are your musical influences?
Definitely Megan Thee Stallion, Beyonce, Janet Jackson, City Girls, and from Chicago, Kid Ken. He's like one of the big time gay rappers that came out of Chicago. He just got signed, but he recently just got signed.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, that's about it. Oh, and of course Nicki Minaj. I can't forget her.
So I'm gonna ask you, uh, Lil Nas X, his his video. Now being in that community, the LGBTQ plus community, what were your thoughts when you first saw the "Call Me by Your Name"? Tell me your honest opinion, looking at it from your standpoint.
Well, that is definitely one of the examples of doing too much to try to put yourself out there. Because this is my thing with Lil Nas. You didn't come out as gay. So now I feel like you're just utilizing what that stigma and title is bringing to you, all the attention and stuff like that. Because nobody was really checking for you until those rumors started surfacing. So I feel like he's. I don't mean it like that, not no shade. I mean, the
I
truth is the
know, I
truth.
know. Yes,
But if you
absolutely.
listening, Lil Nas X,
If you
I feel
listening.
like honesty is the best policy. So
Yeah.
if you would have been more forefront with it, people that are like thinking like me, oh, you're just using it for clout, that video might have been more perceivable. But then again, too, when I asked my fiance, like, what, because I believe in the Lord and all those things, but I'm not too into the Bible as well. I know it pays for page, everything and everything. And he said it was a direct reference to that. And I just felt like adding all those things together with LGBTQ and black people during Black Lives Matter, I just don't think that was the best image to put out during the time. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
if it would have been a couple years ago, maybe, but not
Maybe.
now. It definitely, I feel like it should have been more so positive, if
Mm-hmm.
anything, showing us in a better light because it's already so much happening to black people and it's
Yeah.
so much happening to black gay people,
Yes.
LGBT people that is not televised. So it's like they're just putting more hate on our name with
Yeah.
that video.
Yeah.
But I mean, if that's his artistic expression, that's up to him
Mm-hmm.
to do it. I just don't support it myself. So,
So let me ask you, with everything, and I don't usually get political, but being that you're a part of the lifestyle, I know, and because I have family members that are part of the lifestyle as well, and I know that is it a struggle every day when you go out and you got to be careful because it's so much hatred in the world. Do you worry when you go out, not just only as a black man, but as a gay black man when you go out on the streets every day, or if you're by yourself somewhere?
I'm not. I haven't been afraid as the being gay part because, like, I grown up in the hood, so I've been around thugs and all that, and I'm just being me. Everybody know me. I got a song called that. Everybody knows it's because of my walk. So I'm not scared in that aspect. But what I am scared of is the fact of if something was to happen and I was to call the police, that might be the worst idea because then I'm just part of the casualties.
Yeah,
So that's the
yeah,
only concern. Like I think the first major shoot. Well, I'm not even gonna say that because I've grown up in Chicago all my life. There's been shooting, people getting killed every dang on day out here. But with the police situation, when it was the first major one, that's when I kind of got nervous. Like, looks like something's gonna happen. Then it started going around all over the world. People started getting shot by police. Then it was like, oh, when stuff will happen, oh, we can't call the police because we gonna call. Now we just gotta let stuff just happen on its own. So like I said, not with me being a part of the LGBTQ community, but with as far as that, as if it was something to happen, I feel like I wouldn't have no one to call unless I could call a family member, but
yeah.
that's not, accountable.
So if someone has if there has been violence towards someone that has been a part of the LGBT community plus, uh does that affect you guys as a whole, like like how it affects not like black people when things have been going on with us in the media with racism, but like the hatred and the hate crimes that happen towards people that are a part of that community, does that affect you guys as a whole?
Um, In a way, yes, only because it's not really televised. The only way we'll really know about it is social media. So the
Mm-hmm.
only reason I say that it probably isn't is because it just isn't that known. It'll probably start like if I'll say it like this, like we have like different levels that we categorize people, icon, legend, statement, and stars. If like a legend or icon, somebody like that, if they post and let it be known, then that's when it'll definitely
Yeah.
affect the whole community. But of course, it affects us even if we don't know it because we know it's happening every day. It's
Mm.
just we just know it's just not being
Yeah,
told.
you just
So
know.
yeah,
Goodness.
sadly.
Well, let's get some positivity back in here. I done dulled the mood with all these fancy smancy political questions. What you working on right now? Tell me about what you got going on right now.
Well, right before I got on this interview, I was working on dance rehearsal for my next video that I'm dropping next month for Pride Month. So be on the lookout for that. It's definitely a hot song. It's more danceable than makeup. So everybody get your dancing shoes. All the steppers get y'all stepping shoes because mom said she could step to this one. So if she could step to it, everybody better be ready to step to it.
Now you said now right now. Listen, my invitation must have gotten lost in my email because clearly I know I was supposed to be a part of this rehearsal. I probably you must have sent it. I know you did.
Yeah, see, we do all our invitations via text, and lately the towers haven't been working.
And you or in my case when like my friends and family say you don't I don't even know why you have a phone because I don't look at my phone. I'm one of those people I can text you right now and say, hey, what's going on, put my phone down and don't touch it for 3 to 4 hours later.
Right? Yeah,
I
that's how
mean
I've become lately.
your music is amazing. It is phenomenal. I believe that you are definitely pushing the boundaries and you have energy out of this world. The song "Makeup" in itself is going to do very well, no matter what heights you decide to take it. I'm looking forward to what you have coming up next. I need you to tell everybody how they can hear "Makeup," the filthy version. If you grown. If you ain't ready, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you ain't ready, you need to just listen to it on Note Your Radio 95.9 FM because that's the clean version. But
Yes.
go ahead, Mr. Williams, and tell them how they can find all your music on all the platforms.
Yes, well, first, thank you so much for your compliment. You can find my music on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, every stream platform. Just search my name, Man Williams, ManWilliamz. You can find me on all social medias at Man Williams. And if you're on TikTok, follow me on TikTok, Team Man Williams, TeamManWilliamz.
Now, what are you doing on TikTok? Now, you know I'm gonna stalk you on TikTok because I got a feeling you on there dancing, and I got.
I got a few dance videos up there, but I want to post like I don't want to post myself on TikTok because I just hate doing TikTok videos. It takes so much time. I want to
Yeah,
post videos that other people do and
yeah.
post it on my page. So that's the goal with the TikTok page. I got
That's what's up.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all they got my face on there. Let me put
That's
some
what's
other people's
happening.
faces up doing stuff to my music.
That's what's happening. So I'm gonna leave this interview with asking you the question that I ask all of my guests. If you could look a younger you, a much younger you in the mirror right now, today, tonight, what would you say to you?
Mm, just follow your heart and do what feels best for you. Don't worry about the comments or what anyone else thinks, says, or tries to do to stop you. Just push through because everything will always fall into its rightful place.
The end.
Right.
Mr. Williams, listen, I want to thank you so much. You have brought so much great energy tonight, and I knew you would. I just had a feeling you would. I thank you so much for taking the time out of your evening to spend some time with me and to tell me about what you got going on. You guys can follow him. He's got Instagram, he's got TikTok, he's on Facebook. You have a YouTube channel just yet? You got stuff on
Yes.
YouTube?
Oh, I forgot about that. That's where you can see the official makeup video. We over 100K. I want to be at a million by next year. So check that out. Just search Man Williams and subscribe to my YouTube page. Like, subscribe, watch more videos coming soon.
Yes. I'm gonna tell you right now. It don't go unless you're getting what you're asking for, cause he gonna give it to you. I promise.
Okay, definitely with the next video.
Well, we're gonna be on the lookout for you. You know, we're gonna rock with you to the top. We're gonna play all your good new music. I'm looking forward to it, and I want to thank you again for rocking with me on In My City this evening, Mr. Williams.
Yes, thank you so much, Miss Tabitha. I had such a great time.
Absolutely. Listen, you take care out there, and you be safe. And I know this is not gonna be the last time that we chat.
Yes, it definitely won't. I'm definitely coming back with more new music.
You better. Okay, on. Take care, and we'll talk to you next time.
You too. Thank you.
Absolutely. You guys, that was Man Williams, and he's got a single out right now entitled Makeup. We interview I interview so many people from so many different walks of life. I don't care what it is you do. I don't care where it is that you're from. I don't care what it is that you have going on. Everybody deserves an opportunity, and I'm no different, because this platform is for people who are doing extraordinary things. May not be in such a big way right now, but it will be. And this is an opportunity, like he said, and I want to thank him, for acknowledging this platform because a lot of people sometimes the support doesn't come from the hometown or the people that you know. Sometimes the support does come from people that you've never met in your entire life, people that did not grow up with you, people that could not, that know you from growing up. Don't y'all start me in here talking all this good spiritual stuff. But that's an example of, somebody who has been somewhere in life. They're going someplace, and they're trying to make something of themselves, and I allow them the opportunity to come on here and share with you guys their journey. And I want to thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Listen, we have got so many interviews coming up. The whole month of May is booked. Do you understand me? The whole month of May. This coming up Friday, this is going to be a very, very special interview. Definitely controversial. There's going to be some things, and definitely it's going to be a heavy disclosure on this one, because we will be talking with Atlanta Police Sergeant Daniel Funderburk, and we're going to get into the thick of things. We're going to talk about being a black man. We're going to talk about being a black man that is a police officer. We're going to talk about being a police officer, because those are three separate things, and I want you guys to be there. We have, if you guys can remember, if you guys remember the story from a few years ago, Kendrick Johnson, and let me give you a brief biography. Kendrick Johnson, a young man who was found rolled up inside of a gym mat, and they deemed it the coroner in that county deemed it to be a suicide, natural causes. They said that he dove down into the rolled up mat to look for his shoes, but the family hired their own personal coroner, and that coroner said otherwise. So his mother will be here on In My City for another powerful interview. You don't know why? Because she's still fighting for justice for her son. That is another name that most people have forgotten, and another name that most people will not say, and I'm gonna say it here on the show. Kendrick Johnson and his mother will be here in a couple of weeks to talk to you guys and lay it down and tell y'all what it is and how it's looking right now, and if the case is still open, and what we can do to help her figure out and bring her son's killer to justice. You understand? So y'all got to keep it locked here, because there's so much more to In My City. Y'all already know it's sponsored by No Chill Radio 95.9 FM. Make sure you tune in. We've got a Mother's Day giveaway. Y'all got so much to talk about. We got a Mother's Day giveaway. If you haven't already, look on my page. Cowboy Brazilian Steakhouse dinner for two. Dessert, you can opt for a bottle of wine, but it's an amazing Mother's Day gift. We're going to raffle that off in the form of a little spinning wheel prize wheel. So if you haven't already gotten your name, or if you haven't already tagged a great mom, your sister, your niece, your aunt, whatever, your uncles, if that's how it is, whatever, put their names in the post on my Facebook page at Tabitha Simmons so we can get that name on the wheel, because we're going to do a live drawing. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me tonight. See ya. That's it for In My City. Y'all like that? Y'all weren't expecting that. Neither was I. Have a good one.